I hope the audio, I forgot my headphones. Hopefully the audio sounds good. Action.
Hey, welcome everybody. Episode 7 of Akire Knows Baseball. You already know it's me. But like I said, I got a whole lot for you again. Once again, you know what? Sometimes I've been talking too much. I've realized that. I realized that I talk a lot. But it doesn't matter. Because all I want you to know is, let's get it, baseball.
MLB, you messed up.
Welcome everybody. Yeah, I'm starting it off this time because I'm that guy. Anyway, just let everybody know, we're going to be talking about the MLB balls and the new things that they got going on with MLB and the foreign substance, and we're going to get into all of that and hit pitches and everything. So basically, MLB right now has a different type of ball that they use for the game. So back in 2019, there was a lot of home runs up in that year for MLB. Usually home runs up, but this was like tremendously. You had Pete Alonso from the New York Mets literally beating the home run mark for the rookie. That year prior to that, you had Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees putting up the same amount of numbers. So the home run was up. Players that had 20 home runs averaging from 2017, 2018, when they got to 20 in 2019, they was averaging 30, 35. So it was like the balls was up. Everybody noticed it. Not a problem, right? 1 year down, right? 1 year down. Nobody gets it. No, there's no problem. Then now you have 2022, where people are getting hit by balls because the foreign substance, they took that out. Remember the Garrett Cole situation? They took that whole situation out. There's no spider tack. There's no any type of product that pitchers might use to get a little grip. And yes, we all understand that sometimes it's hard to grip the baseball. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're in the game, they're really thinking about the game, and they gotta grip the ball and make their next pitch perfect. And sometimes right now, where the balls are getting loose right now, pitchers, the freaking command that they have is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So they need to get it. They need to get good. How do you feel about this whole ball situation and people getting hit by baseballs and people needing grip? How do you feel about that?
I have a question. So you said the 19th they were hitting it. They were going up. They were hitting it more home runs.
Yes.
Is that the ball? Is that the pitcher? Is that them?
No, that's the ball.
That was the ball?
That was the ball.
So
is
there a different ball from 2019 till now, or is it the same ball?
It's a different ball. The grip, the actual lines of the ball and the seams of the ball, it's different. If you move the seams 2 inches or 1 inch, it changes the dynamic of the ball and how it functions throughout the air and how it's being hit. It's just a way different. They can just kind of manipulate it a little bit, and it will go farther. They can add less to it and make it go farther, or add something to it and make it go heavier. It all depends. Sometimes MLB likes to get people, like how you say, MLB likes to get new audiences. So some audiences don't like to watch the baseball. It's boring, home runs ain't up, something needs to change. So you know what they do? They'll manipulate the ball to make it to where it's a fun game now. A lot of people getting more hits, and people want to come to the stadiums, and people want to pay money and take their family, etc., to go out to the game. So now you have a problem where, for instance, like the New York Mets. Previously in episode 6, I was telling you about the New York Mets getting hit with baseballs and stuff like that, and that was a big problem. Even home runs from 2021 is up from 1.22 per game in 2021 to 0.88 this year. And that's ridiculous. That just shows that there's a little bit of difference inside that. You know what I'm saying? People getting hit. And it's at an all-time low from people getting hit, players getting hit. It's really, really bad. And the hitting bad is at from 0.43 average. That's an all-time high from consistent people getting hit. And nothing was the same last year. So it's just really bad for baseball. They need to get that situated and just figure it out.
So wait, so the balls, now they're different. So you're saying this ball is worse because They can't control it, and the batters can't hit.
Well, it's not
Which one is
not
it?
necessarily. It's not worse, but it's a problem when players are getting hit and players are not able to grip the ball as they used to, and they can't throw the pitch efficiently as efficiently as they possible. So it's like it kind of makes it hard for the pitcher. And it's like sometimes they not trying to hit you, and sometimes they hit you. What can you do? When you're getting hit 20 times in 21 games, it makes it a problem now. Like Chris Bassett from the New York Mets spoke about it. And a lot of pitchers in the game right now is speaking up about it. Telling Major League, hey, you need to fix this problem. This is a big problem. Nobody wants to get hit. Clearly, nobody wants to get hit. So it's just really, really bad. And I do understand that MLB taking away the foreign substance. It's just bad. Even you would think that since the ball is different, offense will go up. And honestly, offense is down in 2022 tremendously. So that speaks volumes. If offense is down from 2021 to 2022, that's something to look at. It's something to look at.
Bring back the balls.
Bring back the ball from 2000 because 4 years ago there was Roland, the one that makes the baseballs.
Yeah.
They signed a big contract with MLB, and they are the one that produce the balls. They're the one that make the balls. Back in 2019 going on to 2020, MLB was trying to, talk to Rollins to say, hey, why don't you make this ball like this? That was supposed to be the plan. But that plan tilted ways when they started manipulating the balls each and every year. Not keeping the same ball, because if you keep the same ball, we won't have this problem.
Yeah.
But since they want to change up the seam of 2 inches here or there, now the ratio goes up and down. It fluctuates from year to year. You might have a lot of hits this year. You might have lower hits this year because it's like they're experimenting. It's like, why are you experimenting with actual games that mean something?
Well, I understand their thing because they don't want to have the same ball. And if you learn, because there's so many games, you play 160 games, you realize, like, oh, if I picture this, you get it. So maybe they want to switch it up every year so you can be like, oh, this ball is different.
But here's the thing, though. That changes up the pitcher.
That
changes up the pitcher's game. Because now a pitcher is used to growing up. Growing up, a baseball was the same. 24/7, 7 days a week, that baseball was the same. So if I'm holding a baseball from 5 years old, 10 years old, I'm holding the same baseball as what MLB players use. The same baseball.
Yeah.
Since, like I said, since 2018, Roland, who makes the baseball, they signed a big contract. That's not the production that was making the baseballs at that time. This is a new company.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole difference. So if a player is so used to growing up, going into minor leagues, high school, etc., building that arm and building that pitch sequence and everything, and next thing you know, they got to change up how they actually hold the ball every year. It doesn't make sense.
I get it now.
It just messes up the pitcher's mojo and stuff like that. It's just kind of one year he's dominant, next year he's not. Why? Because he changed the seam a little bit, or they're experimenting on your game. Like, that's messed up.
Yeah. Experiment
on the off season when everybody's home. You know what I'm saying? When everybody's chilling. Don't experiment when a season is actually happening. That doesn't make sense. That's like that. That's like me telling you, hey, you know what? I got hot dogs for sale, but you know what? I'm gonna use chalk hot dogs. I'm only experimenting. What? That does what? No, don't experiment on me like that. I don't want chalk hot dogs. Do you want chalk hot dogs?
No.
You know what? Honestly, that does sound interesting. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. I don't know what it is either. But the real problem is MLB having this situation with this balls. They need to fix it. Bottom line, they need to fix it. Yes.
Just bring back the back. You would bring back the old balls, or just the old company? The old company.
I'm sorry.
The old company, bring it back.
I'm sorry. It's just funny to me because it's just I don't get it. I just don't get it. If a player's gonna do it every year and pitch, you're messing up the pitcher's confidence and you're messing up the pitcher sequence. You need to stop. Come on, please. Just change the ball back from 2019 when Pete Alonso was hitting them, so he can keep hitting them. But don't worry about that. That's another episode. That's another story for another episode. But let me know what you think about this whole new problem with this MLB situation. Do you think it's a problem? Do you think they need to fix it? What do you think?
I think they need to fix it. I saw when I was watching the Olympics, whatever the last time it was in Japan, baseball is a big sport there. So they put it back into the Olympics, and they were using the Japanese, like
Amazing.
the Japanese ball that they use for their league, and it's smaller, easier to control, easier to grip.
Yes, sir.
And the U.S. team that was there, all the pitchers were like, "This ball's amazing. This ball's incredible." Telling MLB we should use something like this.
Yeah.
You can hold it more. It's more control. Once you again, the key is controlling the ball, because then you control where you want to put it. Obviously, it's not going to hit the player. It might happen, once in a while, but more likely it's not because you have control of it.
Yes.
And it makes the batters, focus more, practice, try to hit it.
It does.
It levels.
Really does,
it makes everybody better. The pitchers, when the pitchers go up, the batters have to go up to compete.
That's all. That's all. That's
makes
all
the
we
game
want.
better.
A fair game.
So maybe they could look into try to use the Japanese style balls.
Yeah.
They're smaller.
And to go on Brian's point, a lot of players that played in the the United States thing that they have, the Winter League, the Fall Classics, or whatever type of baseball activities that they do on their own. There's a lot of people that say that ball that the Japanese use, that's an amazing ball. It's comfort, it grips good.
Yeah.
They're able to grip it. They're able to throw it. They have grip on it. That's something that MLB to look at. But MLB knows about it.
Yeah.
But you see how they don't want to use it. They don't want to implicate it. They just want to keep on experimenting with different players, and it just doesn't make sense. And they're experimenting with other rules only for the minor league, so you're messing up them as well. Not them balls, but certain rules like pitch clocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Timing the clocks. They do that in the minor leagues and experiment with that. So when it's bad because when you're in the minor leagues and you're pitching on a pitch clock, you're trying to try to hurry up and you want to get that. But when you're in the major leagues right now, say if the somebody call him up, hey, big leagues kid, let's get it. You need to pitch this big game. Okay, he's so used to a pitch clock that the batter can just step out. Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
it messes up his rhythm. Yeah. So it's just it's just a lot of things that MLB need to fix. It's just a lot of things, a lot of rules, and just little things that they just need to fix.
Well, they are bringing the pitch clock next season. They
are. And you know what? To be honest, for MLB purposes, yes, I feel like a pitch clock should be implicated. It should be, because sometimes it makes the game longer. When a batter want to step out a little bit, that's okay. You want to step out, you know what I'm saying? You want to mess up the pitcher's rhythm, that's okay, it's cool. But that game goes on to 4 hours now. Yeah. Now you lost a customer. Now you lost somebody where it's like, I don't want to watch a game 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, football, game's not even 4 hours. That's a long time.
Yeah.
A Super Bowl probably should be 4 hours. That's a main event, not an actual regular season game. Come on, that's just too much. But since next year, 2023, they do want to use the pitch clock. I feel like that's something that MLB should do for the situation now with the minor leagues. I don't feel like they should be doing that right now with the minor league and separating like that.
Can I give you something?
Yeah,
so I saw the thing where they saw the pitch clock.
Okay.
I think it was going to be like 15 seconds, I think, or 20 seconds per pitch.
Yeah.
And they did the math, and I said they'll save maybe 5 minutes.
Altogether.
The whole game.
And
but
they
I'm
are...
saying, like, I don't know, what is it, 5 minutes? You're going to be like, oh my God, this game is amazing. It's 5 minutes less. It's more intense.
That's what
difference. I saw. In case I'm wrong.
It doesn't make a big difference, though, honestly.
It might cut more.
Yeah.
Because I know they're trying to get more people to watch it. And people who don't really are into baseball, they're not going to sit there for 4 hours.
They're not. Would you sit
there?
So
if it's quicker.
Would you sit there?
Yeah.
I mean, you like baseball.
It's the Yankees, yeah.
You like baseball. I mean, you bias.
Or the Mets.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Don't try to slip the Mets in there. Don't try to slip the Mets in there like that, because I know what you're trying to do now. You see what he's trying to do? You see, help me, because I'm going through something right now. I'm a little emotional right now because he don't understand. Don't worry about it, though.
I don't want...
honestly, Brian, you're 100% right.
So and who knows how it works?
You're right though, because they do need to fix it, and they do need to. It helps the game a little bit more. They need to do a little bit more changes. They need to really digest the whole situation and just really kind of like figure it out, because it's the only way. Fans just gonna watch what they want to watch.
Yeah.
You can't control what a fan's gonna do. They can watch. I can watch baseball today and be a football fan tomorrow. It's not gonna happen. Hey everybody, my fault everybody. I had to, that was a crazy rant. I wish I had more time. But like I said, it's gonna be a surprise. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. But just let everybody know I thank you for everything. Please subscribe, follow me at Akire Knows Baseball, at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Get it everywhere. Everywhere. Trust me, I got you. Get ready for episode 8. Let's get it, baseball.